Today I'd like to suggest another manga to you. In my last manga recommendation video, I suggested the manga Dandadan. If you haven't seen the video and don't know Dandadan yet, you can watch my video about it. Today it's about a slice of life, romance and comedy manga that will also be broadcast as an anime in January. My Dress Up Darling. The manga is ongoing and 65 chapters have been published so far. My Dress Up Darling revolves mainly around two main characters. Of course, some other characters are added in the course of the manga, but I don't want to go into them too much for spoiler reasons. So it mainly revolves around the two high school students, Wakana Gojo and Kitagawa Marin. Ever since Gojo was a small child, it has always been his big dream to become an outstanding Hinado craftsman one day. This can be traced back to Gojo's grandfather, who runs his own Hinado shop and for whom Gojo also makes Hina dolls. Gojo has always been inspired by the beauty of the dolls, but what touched him most personally was seeing how he could make people smile with the dolls, which is why he still pursues the dream. However, no one in Gojo's environment understands his motive and passion, which doesn't necessarily make Gojo the most popular student. Although he has no problems with anyone and isn't bullied in school, he has never had a girlfriend and is simply looked over. Kitagawa, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. She's pretty, therefore very popular with the boys, and has many friends and is a girl with a good heart. Despite her high popularity, she isn't happy and even the boys are usually only those who appeal to Kitagawa because of her beauty. Some days, Gojo sees Kitagawa in the classroom and wonders what it must be like to be her and how great her life must be. Kitagawa, however, has a big secret and a big wish. She's a big fan of the manga, anime and video game world and wants nothing more than to meet someone who understands her interests and hobbies because her big dream is to cosplay. One school afternoon, Gojo is forced by his classmates to clean up after school as they supposedly have important appointments to attend to, and Gojo in his niceness takes them off duty. Gojo is assisted by Kitagawa, who was assigned to the plan by the girls. Kitagawa's nice side is already shown here and she tells Gojo that it probably wouldn't be his turn and that he has had the service imposed on him by the others. Gojo says yes and Kitagawa encourages him to fight back and say no in future cases like this, which Gojo appreciates. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, Gojo is helping his grandfather to create the Hina dolls and is pressed for time, so he decides to take his sewing machine to school and continue working on the dolls in the classroom after school. To his surprise, Kitagawa appears out of nowhere in the classroom and catches him crafting the Hina dolls. Contrary to Gojo's expectation of being called the uncoolest boy in school by her at any moment, Kitagawa is absolutely thrilled by Gojo's ability to sew as well as owning a sewing machine. Kitagawa reveals to Gojo her great hobby of cosplaying and shows him her attempt to make her own cosplay outfit, which she doesn't do so well due to her lack of skills. The two continue to exchange ideas about this until Kitagawa asks Gojo to help her and make a cosplay outfit for her. After some initial doubts, Gojo agrees to help her and so the two characters begin their journey together. My Dress Up Darling is an incredibly well and beautifully drawn manga, and especially the individual designs of the characters and their style as well as in relation to the cosplay theme are just incredibly fascinating. The manga always knows how to make the reader laugh with comedy moments and to lighten the mood when it gets too informative. Too informative? Yes, because a great strength besides the funny moments is that it informs the reader about so many different areas that they didn't know beforehand. Interesting facts about body measurements, cooking, photography, clothing fabrics, jewelry, cosplay, the creation of manga and anime, video game programming and history, and so on. It just amazed me again and again how much knowledge is also important in this manga. But the greatest strength of the manga is of course the relationship between Gojo and Kitagawa, which is built up just perfectly. Everyone can relate to Gojo to some extent. Gojo is a talented person, but is overlooked in public, has his heart in the right place and is just happy to be able to spend time with a great girl like Kitagawa, who shows him for the first time a social side of the world that he has never experienced before. Things like going shopping with a girl, going out to eat, just spending time in general. All of which Gojo has never experienced like this and is a completely new experience for him that he finds incredibly fun and is grateful to Kitagawa for. Thankfulness is generally a value that connects the two characters very strongly. While Gojo wants to pursue his own dreams, wants to support his grandpa, has to pass school exams but at the same time doesn't want to disappoint Kitagawa and wants to support her in the dream to become a cosplayer because he wants nothing more than to see her happy, Kitagawa shows herself incredibly grateful and happy that in Gojo she gets to know a person who is really interested in her interests. He supports her dream of becoming a cosplayer, with all his means and is therefore also interested in her as a person and not only in her appearance. There's for example a moment in the anime when Gojo makes a costume for Kitagawa and she's able to go to a cosplay event for the first time, where Gojo accompanies her at her request. Kitagawa is super excited and happy because people are totally thrilled with her outfit and approach her and want photos with her. However, Kitagawa quickly starts to sweat because of her outfit, which is not perfectly optimized to her body by Gojo, and also because of the wrong fabrics he chose for the costume, and almost collapses because of it. And the reader can really empathize with Gojo at that moment, who of course blames himself for having made mistakes in making the outfit, which is why Kitagawa gets into trouble. But just when you think that Gojo might get into an argument with Kitagawa, or that she might be disappointed, she just shows Gojo a big smile and is super happy that she can be at a cosplay event for the first time because of him, and that many people are talking to her and are excited, and all because of Gojo's help. Gratitude, that is. The chemistry between the two is just beautifully portrayed, and the manga has a lot of sad, deep, but especially at the right moment happy scenes that just stick with the reader because they are not only emotional but also beautifully drawn. In general, you just sympathize and root for the characters, and I would really recommend the manga to you if you are ever in the mood for a slice of life, romance and comedy anime, and I can definitely tell that this manga at the moment is one of my favorite mangas ever. So yeah, like I said, check it out and have fun, and yeah, as always, stay safe and have a nice day.